53, I was 53 too, stop calculating. And I said, Jim, let's go snowboarding tomorrow. And he said, you're kidding me, right? I said, no. Tony said that we should get out of our comfort zones. We keep on teaching our students, you know, like, oh, you have to learn and this. But when was the last time that you learned something? That you put yourself in a position of being a student? I'm always learning something. That's why I will always be young. So, I went snowboarding. Was it easy? Yeah. But the thing was the pride. Somebody mentioned pride. The pride. Like, you know, I go to the highest mountains and I master, you know, the art of skiing. Snowboarding, you go with the kids. You go with little kids, and they do it faster because they have no limiting beliefs. So I got this instructor who came to me. First, he started holding my hands, as if I, you know, as if I were like 90 years old. And said, ma'am, I don't want you to fall down. I said, let me tell you, there is only one thing I know it's going to happen. I'm going to fall down, so please teach me how to get up. No, I just don't want you to fall down. I said, look at me. I'm a strategist. I'm a life and business strategist. You've got to teach me how to fall because I know I'm going to fall. Because everybody falls. And I need to know how to fall because that's the way we stop, you know, when we snowboard. So stop doing this. And he said, maybe you should get a better teacher. I said, yes, maybe I should. They sent me a woman. And I said, you know, I am not fearful. Just give me the strategy. I am a fast learner. And this is what you have to do. Commit to CANI, constant and never-ending improvement. When you think it's good enough, go to the next level. The world is changing at an accelerated rate. If you become successful, go to the next level. If you want if you want your product or your service to be very good, you have to go for extraordinary. Then it will come up very good. If you do good work, it's going to be below average. Constant and never-ending improvement. Keep on studying, keep on learning, keep on traveling, facing challenges, learning about different cultures. When I was told that those people, like those girls from Namibia, they don't interact. Well, I spent 4 hours with them. See, she was wearing my glasses and I was wearing her necklace. She kept my glasses, I kept her necklace. She didn't know how to speak English, I didn't know how to speak her language. But this is the power of connection. It's the power of your heart, your energy, not your intellect. But when you put your hands, when you have to make a decision, put your hands on your heart. And then, when you have your mind and your heart working together, you become unbeatable, unstoppable. So, India. This was in Varanasi, yes. Oneness. And that was where Tony and all my mentors learned, you know? So, like in the Amazon, sleeping in the jungle. Ladies, who would like to sleep in the jungle here? Okay. I may not be good at names, but I remember a face. Only 2? Okay, you're invited to come. I'm going to give my address. Right? So it's an amazing experience. I've learned, these are my mentors, Tony Robbins, Stephen Covey, who has read The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People here. Have you ever heard of?
Yes.
So I was trained by him. So he has already passed away, but I was trained by him himself. So be proactive. I'm in charge of me. I don't blame others. I take responsibility for my life. I don't blame the government. I don't blame the politicians. I don't blame my spouse. I take responsibility. Begin with the end in mind. Know where you want to get. Put first things first. Deal with priorities. We can spend the whole day talking about this. Think win-win is one consciousness. I win, you win, we win. We have to stop doing business like I want to get more than you. It has to be good for you and good for the other person. Because guess what? You are the other person. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Listen before you talk. Listen before you talk. There's a very good technique for that. Let's say I'm having, like, we don't agree with something. Okay? So I'm going to do this. I'm going to give her this. It can be anything that's in front of you. And I say, this is a talking stick. This is what we're going to do. You're going to be talking, and I'm going to be listening. And I'm not going to interrupt you while you are talking. And I'm going to be listening without any judgment. Sometimes I do take notes. I may ask questions just if I want to clarify something. But before I start making my point, I want to listen to you. And I want you to give me that back only when you feel that you've been understood and that you've said everything you wanted to tell me. And then she's going to start talking. And sometimes she's going to go like this, and then she's, oh, no, one more time, one more thing. And then it's going to be like this, and then finally, eventually, she's going to give it back to me. And then, guess what? Is she going to listen to me?
Yes.
Yes. If you let the other person speak first, she's going to listen to me. And then I'm going to do this again. Okay? She's going to get it. And then I said, and then she's going to keep on telling me all this. No, you don't have to throw this. Just stay here. And I'm going to, you know, and sometimes it goes like this. I'm going to give it back. And then back. And then all of a sudden, it's done. No more wars. Become mediators. We need no wars at home. When your kids are, you know, arguing, just do that. When or her talk. Had I learned that before, I wouldn't have lost a lot of people who were very talented. You're getting this now, and you're very young. Use it. Then, the power of synergy, synergize. Together is better. Strength is not only found in the similarities, but also in the differences. You want to have a group of people who are different. No, I want to hire him because he's just like me. Oh, I'm going to hire... No, you have to have different people, different points of view. Diversity, synergy, and sharpen the saw. What do you understand by sharpening the saw? You know what a saw is?
Yes.
What is to sharpen the saw?
To upgrade yourself. And to upgrade yourself.
Sharpening your skills.
It's about this. There was this story of this man, he was sawing a tree, and it was taking him too long. And somebody came to him and did like this and said, "Sir, why don't you stop to sharpen the saw?" Why don't you stop to listen? Maybe I'm going to save your life in the future. Why don't you stop to sharpen the saw? I can't. I'm too busy sawing. I can't. I can't take care of my health now. I can't take 3 days off. No, I can't. I can't spend that money on this course and improve my skills. This is sharpening the saw. You take care of your spirit, your body, your health. So, and guess where they learned? They learned in India. They learned here. Tony's a billionaire now.
I know Tony Ji and Seiji for the last 10 years. And we are family. When I met Tony Ji first and saw the being he is, more than the felt being he is, the kind of passion he has for transforming people's lives, bringing a better quality to your life, and not doing it in 30s or 40s, but to thousands of them, with non-stop energy virtually, that totally blew me away and inspired me like anything. It's going to be a journey of growing together, sharing together, and helping the world together.
And as much as I know, I have to say, I came here this week with my good friend, Brother Krishnji, as a student.
As a
I'm a
student.
teacher to most people. I am a student, a vision for something more than yourself, which is where all freedom and all joy and all love reside. And finding that beautiful state and cultivating it daily, I think, is the most important thing. If you want to be successful, you must study success. If you want to be happy, you must study happiness. And I say, lie and wait. If I had to put them in order, I would switch the order. I would say a life of fulfillment, a beautiful state that you live in, is more important than the external success. Because if you create that beautiful state, external success will virtually be guaranteed, because right action comes from being in a beautiful state. The art of happiness, the art of a beautiful state, the mission of One World Academy.
So this is near Chennai, and they offer.
Preethaji is the founder of One World Academy, a philosopher teacher who has impacted scores of seekers across the world. A loving wife, a dedicated mother, a spiritual mentor to the community of teachers at One World Academy, and a conscious leader who has created 5 successful global businesses along with her husband, Krishnaji. Preethaji is a rare enlightened sage who impacts her students not only through her wisdom but also the power of her consciousness. Her wisdom is the perfect convergence of 2 worlds, the worldly and the spiritual, the scientific and the transcendental. In just the last 1 year, she has launched 3 powerful spiritual journeys that have gained worldwide appreciation. She has traveled across the world conducting the Being Limitless, magical weekend journeys that awaken you to the potential of your own limitless consciousness. She has addressed individuals and several organizations, including Oprah Winfrey's own TV, Ari Emanuel's WME-IMG annual convention, and the High Performance Living Symposium organized by Equinox. from Prakriti is indeed a true blessing. It is awakening to a new consciousness, a new life, and the power to create a new world.
So, these are my mentors, and I am one of the transformers. There are only 19 transformers in the world. And Tony Robbins is also a transformer. I have just started on this journey. A transformer is a person who is transforming his or her own consciousness to impact other people so that together we can have a transformed world. I still have a lot to learn. I'm not even on the first step. So this is only by invitation. It's only by invitation, and here it's really invitation. You don't pay. But you are committed to changing the world. And these are, I want to tell you only one thing. If you want to be a champion, you have to live in a beautiful inner state. So I'm going to tell you this story, and it won't take too long. I don't know if you've ever heard the story of the hen and the golden eagle. So there was a hunter, and he was fascinated by golden eagles. Has anybody ever seen a golden eagle? My husband saw a golden eagle in Africa. I've never seen one. But they're beautiful. But it's very hard to catch a golden eagle. Actually, he was hunting a deer, and then he saw this golden eagle, and he went to the top of the mountain, but couldn't catch the golden eagle. But he saw that there was a nest, and there was an egg. So he took the egg and put it in a hen house. So the hen saw the egg and started hatching the egg. And then the baby eagle was hatched out, but the baby was told that he was a chicken. So he lived his life as a chicken, eating like a chicken, acting like a chicken. Until one day, he saw a golden eagle. And he asked his limited mother hen, "Mother, can I fly?" "No, you are just a chicken. You're just a limited chicken." But one day, the eagle saw her baby, and the baby man took the baby eagle, the kid eagle, to the top of the mountain and said, "Fly, you are a golden eagle." "No, I'm a limited chicken. I can't fly." But remember, even eagles need to push. So she pushed the eagle, and it started flying, soaring. So who are you? Are you a limited chicken or a limitless eagle? What are the limited states, inner states? Do you fear? Do you feel sad? Do you feel depressed? Hopeless, helpless? Angry? Do you create war? Do you feel lonely, disconnected? Those are the states of a limited chicken. Do you regret? Do you feel guilty? Where do most people live emotionally? In a limited state or in a limitless state? Like executives, they are not fearful. They are just stressed. Stress is a modern word for being fearful. You're stressed because you don't know how to deal with the unknown and you cannot control. It's the repetitive thinking of how can I control this? How can I control this? Stop! You can only control your emotions. You cannot control the way the other person is going to feel. So you have to stop with this repetitive thinking, this primary question that you've been asking since you were a little boy, a little girl. It all happened in our childhood. What we were told, you can't do this, you can't do that, you're a man, you can't cry, you're a lady, you cannot do this, you cannot express yourself, you cannot express your own feelings. Have you been living as a golden eagle? If you are living in the future, I'm worried, I am anxious, I fear this is going to happen. Are you living in the present moment? No. If you're living in the future, can you connect with the other person right now? No. If you're living in the past and living your history, you know, like, I am a victim, and this and that and that, and you don't know what happened to me, but my problem is bigger. You cannot connect with people. So, you can only connect with people when you focus on the now. So, if you live, if your core is not a fearful core, if you're grateful, and by being grateful is the interdependence. If you have the calm courage, you know it's going to happen. If you are joyful, if you are peaceful, if you are creative, if you are innovative, you will be able to fly like an eagle. So the question now is, who are you? Who will you be from now on?
Golden eagle.
You just have to be yourself. And I think they're meant all the time. Yes? But before that, I just want to finish it. Can I have 5 minutes? Yes. So pain is part of life. Suffering is an option. Bear this in mind. This is very important. If pain is part of life and suffering is an option, what is the benefit of suffering? The Institute is going to give you $1 million if you have the answer. What is the benefit of suffering? None. Suffering is what? Evil. What causes suffering?
You worry about the pain. Your worry about the pain.
Your obsessive, self-centered thinking. You're obsessed with yourself. And there are 3 words that make you suffer. When you feel you've lost something, you've missed an opportunity, you've lost somebody that you loved, when you feel less powerful, less rich, less whatever, and you believe that things will never change. Unfortunately,
you said you'd always be there for me.
This is suffering.
But you're not. It's because of me. It's my fault.
It's the guilt, is the fault.
It's
being obsessed about yourself, comparing. When you compare yourself, like there's the story of the cuckoo and the crow. And the crow said, I'm black, you're black. How come people like you and they don't like me? Well, the thing is, yes, when I sing, people like my singing, but guess what? They put me in cages. Whereas you are free to fly. Comparison is a disease. Stop comparing. What is your inner critic? Silence your inner critic. I'm not good enough. And if I'm not good enough, I can't be loved. This is a story. So, never leads to suffering. When you think you will never be the king, you'll never be a champion. Right? 2 minutes.
Life's not fair, is it? You see, I shall never be king. And you shall never see the light of another day. And you.
So, my question is, am I living in a beautiful state or in the suffering state? Have you been living in a beautiful state? Be honest. Where do you live emotionally? Do I live in a state of happiness, courage, gratitude, curiosity? Or stressed, worried, overwhelmed, angry? Do I live in a beautiful state or in a suffering state? Limitless state or limited state? Do you want to hang out and work with people? Do you want to hire people who are living in a suffering state? You want to hire people who are in a beautiful state. So stop complaining, stop whining. Another $1 million answer, $1 million answer. The only thing that can make you stop suffering is the truth. I am suffering because I am attached to my self-image. But this is a long story. We won't have time for this now. So I just want to tell you, when you catch yourself like suffering because you didn't give, like you got a bad grade, or because of your self-image of being a good student, don't suffer. Suffering is evil. Do something about it. Be proactive. Stop. Kill the monster while it's little. Kill the monster while it's little. And decide that from today on, you're not gonna suffer anymore. To finish, I want you to look at this picture and close your eyes. Imagine you are on that beach. Close your eyes. Okay. And you fall asleep. Close your eyes. You fall asleep, and then all of a sudden, you hear some noise. Open your eyes. And you can see that your boat is sinking. But you're wearing your life jacket, and you're safe. But then you hear some noise, and you see some, I mean, not noise, but you see some movement in the water. And it's a shark. And it's coming towards you. It's coming towards you. What do you do? What do you do?
Fight the shark.
You fight? What do you do?
Swim. Swim in the opposite
You
direction.
swim, but it's gonna get you anyways. What do you do? It's coming to you. Stop imagining. It hasn't happened. Stop doing this, right? Stop complaining. And take a minute to breathe. Like, just take, like, breathe deeply 3 times and calm down. Stop imagining. Use your creativity for something better, something to create wealth. Not only for you, but for other people. Focus on what has to be done. Just you take 3 deep, you breathe deeply, you close your eyes, go to the middle of your brain and you say, you think of the problem and you say, all I need to focus on is, all I need to remember is, all I need to believe is, all I need to do is, and you have the answer. All you need is within you now. So I'm going to finish with this. I don't have time for this. I'm going to go really fast. The last thing. The 10 things you need to give up to be happy. That's it. Stop dwelling on the past. Stop worrying about the future. Change your language. Stop complaining, whining. The need to be always right. Resistance to change. Blaming others. Confidence is within you. And I'm going to skip all this. I just want to remind you of one thing. I thought it was going to be a 3-hour talk, that's why. The last part is going to be here. Remember this, I'm not a product of my circumstances, I am a product of my decisions. Next time you make a decision, you ask yourself, am I making this decision from a beautiful state? A beautiful inner state? Because if you're in a suffering state, have a break. Excuse yourself for 3 minutes, but don't make that decision. The outcome is going to be a disaster. Only make decisions when you are in a beautiful state. Because it's in your moments of decision that your destiny is shaped. There are only 2 states. The beautiful state, the suffering state. There is no third state. And be the change that you want to see in the world. And your young leaders, the future depends on what you do today. Decide to stop the suffering. Within you, in your home, at work, and change the world. Because you are already enough. You don't have to become to be. You are enough, you are loved, you are a champion. And this is the end. Sorry. You are a champion. Be grateful. And whenever you can, sing and enjoy life as a very good